So this next recipe is our low carb barbecue sauce. I like to use it on my barbecue jackfruit, any sort of thing that takes regular barbecue sauce. I like to make my own just because it's healthier. It's a healthier option, low sodium, low carb, all that good stuff. So we have some no sugar ketchup right here. You can get that anywhere at your local grocer. We have liquid aminos, apple cider vinegar. We have some Worcestershire sauce, coconut sugar, which is an alternate in this recipe. We have our regular table salt, pepper, and then we have our garlic powder, onion powder, and our cayenne powder. So those are the ingredients. This is a really simple recipe. All you do is mix all the ingredients into the bowl and stir it really well. So first, I like to start with my liquids. I'm gonna put my no sugar ketchup into my bowl. Then I'm just gonna go straight across. I'm gonna add my liquid aminos into the bowl. Next is the apple cider vinegar. I prefer to use apple cider vinegar because it gives it a bit of a tangy flavor, a more sharp flavor. And then my liquid smoke, you want to be really careful with liquid smoke. Measure it out if you can, because a little bit goes a very long way. So I like to add half initially. And then once I get to the end of my recipe, I'll add in the other half if I need to. You can always add more, but you cannot take away. So I have my liquids in there. I stir it up really well. Make sure it's homogeneous throughout the entire mixture. And then you can smell it already. That liquid smoke brings that barbecue flavor really quickly. So once it's all stirred in like that, I'll go ahead and I'll add my powder ingredients. So I'll add my coconut sugar to the mix. And again, I like to play around with the flavors. Sometimes I like a lot of sweet, sometimes I like a little. So add half, see if that's okay. And if you want to add more later on, you can always add more. Add a pinch of salt just because I like to keep it light. This is strictly to bring out that sharper flavor, not necessarily to do anything else except get that flavor profile. Black pepper. And then my powder, my garlic powder, onion powder, and my cayenne. I like to go a little bit heavy just because I like a lot of flavor. These are no salt options as well, so you don't have to worry about over salting when you use the straight up garlic and onion powder. So I add a few shakes of that. That's my onion powder, my garlic powder, a few shakes of that. And then my cayenne pepper. If you don't like it to be really spicy, then just add a little. But if you like for it to be really bold and flavorful, add a lot. I'm gonna add a lot. They also have a smoked paprika too that works really well for this recipe if you want to omit the liquid smoke. Once I get those in there, I mix it up. And then sometimes you'll notice the barbecue sauce, it'll be a little bit thick. I always go back and I add a little bit of water if I feel like it's too thick for my liking, depending on what I'm using it for. If I'm using it to just baste something, then I'll go a little bit thinner. But if I'm using it as a dip, something like that, I leave it a little bit thick. So with this one, I like the consistency of it. It looks really nice. And then I go ahead and I try it. There's no raw ingredients or anything in it, so you can try it. It's really good, but I want a little bit more smoke and a little bit more flavor, so I'm gonna add the cayenne and the smoke. And then that's pretty much it. I've got it to where I want it. Once I add in those extra flavors, I mix it again. And you're ready to go. This can be stored in the refrigerator for a long while, at least a month or so. There's no preservatives in it though, so you don't want to leave it in the pantry or anything like that. You actually want to keep it in the fridge. But that is our low carb, quick and easy barbecue sauce.